Hello everybody, welcome to Cruise Trivia, something incredibly high number. We've been doing this for a very long time. Hudson's right here, he's maybe going to join us. Hello to everybody who is already in here. Hello to John, hello to Marcus, hello to Sean, and hello to Richard. Hello to Daniel, hello to Peter, hello to everybody who is in the chat. Hudson, we might get him to come back. We might, you never know. What a crazy, crazy week this has been. Yeah, I have no words for this week. Hello, Jeremy. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Mike. Hello, Daniel from LA. Paul from Essex, UK, with a Stella in hand, should be on the Crown Princess. Well, it's not quite the same, but I'm glad you're here. I'm glad we have this chat to wind down on a Friday. Thank you so much for joining me. We've got cruise trivia today. It feels like we haven't done trivia in a while. We've got 15 questions, some pictures, some not pictures, and I think it'll be pretty good. We've got Ben here from Kids Go Cruising Lego Takeover. We've got Wayne, we've got Belinda, Jenny, Julie, Patrick's in the house. Everybody's here. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Next week, I just want to say this now. Next week, we've got Sherry from Cruise Tips TV on here, doing a Q&A with her. Really excited to talk to Sherry. Love Sherry, long time. Feel a bit starstruck, a bit nervous, but that'll be happening next week. Same time, same place. We'll just have Sherry here from Cruise Tips TV, which will be super cool. I hope everybody in America is okay. I hope everybody around the world is okay, but I'm thinking of you guys in America. Bill says, what is the weather like in the UK? It's cold, it's raining, I've got a blanket. I've been wearing a hat for most of the day. If you see a line on my forehead, that will just be from the constant wearing of a hat, even inside, because it is freezing. Daniel says, Sherry doesn't live too far from me. Yeah, it's going to be at the same time next week, but 5 p.m. for me is 9 a.m. over in California. So yeah, hello to everybody from all over the world. If you're just starting your day, if you're winding it down with me, thank you for joining me on a Friday. Patrick is from Sussex with a severe lack of Fosters. I also have a lack of Fosters, but I don't see that as a bad thing. Patrick loves a Fosters. Patrick thought it was my wrinkles, but yeah, blame the hat. Yeah, I had like a really intense line across my head. I've been wearing a hat inside all day today. Okay, so let's get on with the questions. I've tried to do a good mix today. I think I've got a good mix. Some that are easier and some that I think are pretty tricky. So let's go with question number 1. We've got 15 of these. I'm going to go through each question, then we'll go back to the beginning, go through them with the answers. Okay, everybody ready? Question number 1 is, which cruise line attempted to break a world record by launching a 245-day cruise, prices starting at $90,000. I've put attempted because they plan to do this in 2020. So anything that happens in 2020, the plan didn't actually work. There is not another trivia tomorrow. I misled you. I was supposed to be away today. I was supposed to be not here, but the UK, well, England has gone into a second lockdown. So I'm here at usual time, usual day. I was planning on moving this until tomorrow, but there's no need anymore because I'm not away. I'm right here. I tried to get a few nights away in a very, very cheap hotel down by the sea so that I could see the cruise ships from a distance. And this is my first week off work I've had this year. So I thought I would try and get away, but lockdown 2 had a different plan for me, which is fine. I've had an amazing week off work. I've got so much cruise stuff done. You're probably sick of me by now, but if you're not and you're still here, I appreciate you. Mike's been sunbathing. Oh, goodness. No way. Mike's from near me. Mike's from Brighton. It has been sunny today, I suppose, but sunbathing. My goodness, Mike. Hello to the Tyler Show. Hello to everybody who I've missed. I'm sorry if I've missed you. On to question 2 now, if you guys are ready. It is, P&O Cruises have a British part and a part based in which other country? This is a part I've been talking about quite a lot in my recent YouTube videos. Dylan says it's 96 Fahrenheit in Phoenix today. I've got to be honest with you, I have no idea what Fahrenheit means. Like, I cannot work out in my head the Celsius to Fahrenheit. I feel like it's probably 30 something, 30-ish. Celsius is 90. Hudson's here, guys, act casual. Hudson, come here. No, straight to his food. He doesn't care about us. Maybe he'll come see us in a bit. But yeah, it is not a scale I can work out, not at all. Hudson's having a crunch. It says dinner time. Okay, let's move on to question 3. There are some picture questions in here too. I've got a cup of tea up there today because it's too cold for squash. I mean, I've had some squash today, but it's definitely a cup of tea day. When I was working in an office, it would be 8 or 10 cups of tea a day. Now, not so much, but I'm freezing. It is 30 C is 86 Fahrenheit. Yeah, that was my rough guess, but it's just such a difficult scale to understand. It's not as if it just doesn't make sense to me. Ben says it's freezing in Southampton. Yes, it's absolutely freezing. Absolutely freezing. Do hot squash. That is a good shout. Yeah, I like tea as well. Hudson, come say hi to the camera. He might do. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if the lights kind of scare him off because I have to put the lights on here because it's dark. It's very, very dark. Okay. Question number 3 is a picture, and it is name the 2 countries whose flags are shown here. And I will show you the flags, or that doesn't make much sense. Here you go. So which 2 countries' flags are those? Hudson, come up here. Come see everybody. Come on. No? No. Hudson says no. He might come and join us. Yeah, Paul says deduct 30 and divide by 2 to get a rough calculation. I did maths at university and I don't really want to do anymore. Okay, lots of answers for that one. Here, kitty, kitty, says Dylan. Hudson, come up here. No, this is his favourite place to sit, so I've kind of moved my live stream so that we can just chill out here. But he's trying to go outside, although it is dark. It is dark. Hello to my mum, who is late. I will forgive you for that one, mum. Probably not going to see my mum for ages because lockdown 2 here in the UK for at least another month. So yeah, mum will just have to watch me on YouTube live for a bit. Jenny says she's excited for Royal announcing 2022 cruises next week. Yeah, I had a P&O 2022 brochure come through my door. It seems like the cruise lines are looking to 2022 at the minute, which is good. It is good, but I don't normally book cruises that far out. Sherry is in the house. She says, my son loves Hudson. I'm glad, and I really try and get him on these live streams, but you can't tell a cat what to do. You literally can't. They're in charge of their own life, and we are honoured, I think, if we see him. He's over there. You can hear him scratching. He's scratching at his scratching post, so he is being a good boy. But Sherry is going to be on our chat next week, which I'm really, really excited about. Thank you so much, Sherry. That will be exciting. I feel like I've spoken to more people since lockdown from being at home and just having the time to do live streams. I've loved doing this. This has been really, really good. And I'm not planning to stop when we go back to normal life. Not that normal life seems like an option anytime soon for me. I'm still working from home, and yeah, things in the UK, not fantastic at the minute. Not fantastic at the minute. So let's move on to question number 4, which is inspired by a TV show we had on in the UK yesterday. It is, on which cruise line will you find the deepest cruise ship swimming pool? The deepest cruise ship swimming pool was on TV, on a TV show yesterday. If you watched it, then you've got a bit of an advantage, but the deepest swimming pool. Kim says, sorry to hear of lockdown. Yeah, it's not a massive surprise to me. Our coronavirus numbers are pretty bad, and I feel like we need the lockdown. It's just a coincidence that it happens to be the exact 2 days of the year when I had booked to go away. Hudson's walking past again. Hudson, at least say hi. He doesn't know how much you love him. He doesn't know. Hi to Chris. He hopes I am doing well. I am doing well, Chris. Thank you. Hope you're okay too. We've got so many people in here. Sunny Travels are in here. Everybody, thank you all for joining me. I love these on Fridays. It's just very, very casual, and it's just nice. It's just nice. Pubs are open in Scotland, just selling soft drinks. Oh, goodness. I wouldn't want to be someone trying to work in a pub and telling people you can only serve soft drinks. That must be tricky. We've got ARC Adventures. Hello, Emma. Happy Friday from across the pond. Hello to everybody who's across the pond. We've got a lot of you guys. We've got Traveling with Bruce in the house. We've got all the YouTube creators in here today, which is really exciting. As a YouTube creator myself, sometimes it's hard to participate in all the things that you want to do. I watch so many live streams though. So I appreciate you guys being in here. Patrick says, what is the point of the pub in that case? Buy soft drinks, bring your own vodka? I suppose so. Not really the same. Not really the same. So on now to question number 5. This is another picture question, and it is, what cruise ceremony is shown here? And here is the picture. This is me. I've been trying something lately on my YouTube channel because YouTube is really promoting it, and that is a thing called YouTube Shorts. So basically, YouTube is going after the kind of TikTok, Instagram Reel market, and they do videos that are less than 60 seconds long as YouTube Shorts. So I've been adding in once a week a YouTube short to my schedule. And this week it was about this. Yes, so Jeremy says you posted that video yesterday. I did. And this will tell if anybody has watched that video. I have talked about it quite a lot before. I'm going to stop talking now because otherwise I think I will give it away. We've got Stefan from Switzerland in the house. Thank you for joining me from Switzerland. I've never been to Switzerland. I would love to, love to. Marcus says a name, I mean, it's a bit vague. I kind of like a bit more information on that one. Scott says, we like the shorts, but would it be okay if it was 2 minutes? Nope, it has to be under 60 seconds. Even if it is 60 seconds, it doesn't count as a short. If you're on your phone, there's a separate thing called a short shelf where they have these short videos, and it pretty much just shows anyone random stuff on there. So it has to be less than 60 seconds to get onto that shelf, and it's only on mobile that you see it like that, but it comes out on my channel as anything else. Traveling with Bruce says, I am thumbs up 29. Your turn, everyone. We've got quite a lot less people in here today, and I do wonder if that is to do with people who are glued to the news, and I wouldn't blame people if they are. Personally, I think it's quite nice to have a break from the news. I'm quite tired, not just of the US election, but of 2020 in general, so it's quite nice to take a break and spend an hour with you guys doing cruise trivia. But normally we have maybe I think we're about 2/3 of our usual capacity this week. Not necessarily a bad thing. We've got all the best people in the house, but if you could like it, I would appreciate it. John says, I was 30. Good morning to John as well. Everybody's in here today. So let's go to question number 6 now, which is, how many pools does the Sapphire Princess have? 1, 5, or 3? Love that cruise ship. Love all of the princess ships. Not going to say anything else because I will give away the answer. Today's mug says, adventure, alpaca my bags. And it's got a little alpaca on it. Thank you so much, John, for my super sticker. Makes me feel very, very super. Appreciate that. Thank you to everybody who's giving me thumbs up too. You need Clickbait Hudson in the title for the extra views, says Patrick. I know people come here to see Hudson, but I can't, you can't control a cat. If anybody in here has a cat, you will know that they do what they want when they want to do it, and you can't do anything. Jackie says she was late, but she is here. Thank you, Jackie. I don't mind if you're late. All of these are available to catch up on for pretty much forever, as long as my YouTube channel and YouTube exists. If you can hear bangs, that's fireworks. Yesterday was bonfire night here in the UK, so some people are still setting off fireworks. Approval on the mug. Thank you for that one. So question 7 is, what color are the lifeboats on Disney cruise ships? I almost put up a picture for this one because when I go through the questions, I put the questions and then wonder which ones, would be helped by a photo. Nearly did for this one, and that would give quite a lot away. Scott says, to be fair, Hudson wouldn't really give us much cruise news. Maybe I get my cruise news from Hudson. You don't know. He is helpful, he is. Put a blanket on your lap. I have a blanket on my lap. It's cold in the UK. I don't think I have been without a blanket for a very, very long time. He's gone outside, so hopefully the fireworks don't bother him too much. He doesn't really seem to care, thankfully. I know a lot of cats and dogs really don't like them, but he's gone. You should get a selfie camera thing to strap onto Hudson, then get that feed live in the corner of the video. That would be awful. It'd be Hudson licking his private parts. That would just be on the corner of my YouTube most of the time. Or just him asleep. Oh, John's got to go. He's got to go in the eye doctor's chair. We'll watch later. Thank you for joining us, John. I'll talk to you later. Okay, what is bonfire night? It's a night where everybody has bonfires and fireworks, Guy Fawkes night. Normally, I would always go out and see the fireworks or a bonfire or something, but this year it's not really happened. Guy Fawkes night officially. Sean says, same question, long time ago. So this is a good test if you remembered the answer to this question. Sean, I think you're one of the most dedicated viewers and I appreciate you coming back every single week. So you should have some sort of benefit to this. I hope so. Okay. Hudson Cam would need a blur effect. Yeah, I think it would. Most of the time it will just be him asleep. He sits and he just looks like right into the corner of the sofa or of the wall and it would just be nothing. I don't know why he does that, but he's quite happy. So I don't think we're going to get a camera on him. I'm super sorry. So question number 8 now is Amber Cove is a cruise terminal for which country? I've never been here. Don't know if that narrows it down. But Amber Cove. Have you ever been to Lewis on 5th of November? I don't know if I have, to be honest. No, I don't think so. Bonfire night can get quite rowdy with people drinking and having a good time. Not necessarily a bad thing, but yeah. Guy Fawkes, that makes sense. Remember the 5th of November. Yes, that is it. You have remembered it. Well done. Hudson just licking himself as Sunny travels. Yeah, that's honestly what I would expect. It's frightening. Yeah, I like bonfire night. I like fireworks and stuff, but I mean, this year it's just a nothing. But people are still setting them off, so fair enough. Okay, question 9 now is Regent Seven Seas are owned by which company? Not a cruise line I've cruised with, quite luxurious, quite far out of my budget, but nevertheless, maybe one day. Rick says, Emma, will you be joining the Big Vloggers Group Cruise in 2023? I have not a clue what I will be doing in 2023. If I'm free, then yes, maybe. If I'm passing, it's quite far away from me. I would love to go. It'd be amazing. I just don't know what I'm doing in 2023. My mum says, I love it that my mum's in the chat. She can answer the questions for me. No, we've not been to Lewis. Went before we had Emma and it was scary. So that's from my mum. So my mum wouldn't have taken me to Lewis. And I've always had the idea that it can get quite rowdy. Let's say rowdy there. But it's good. I like bonfires and all that stuff. Yeah, Sean says, no politics in the room, please. This is supposed to be a nice break from politics. So yeah, I hope everybody went out and voted. But apart from that, that's it from me. Okay, lots of answers to that one, which is good. Okay. Question number 10 is a photo of me, and it is, when visiting Dublin, it is traditional to have a pint of what drink? I'm going to have to admit, this is not a pint of that drink. This is half a pint because I don't really like that. So what is that? And why would you have it when you're in Dublin? Why? Bonfire night was a nightmare last night. To be honest, I haven't really heard much, but I have just stayed inside. And I guess my neighbours, they've got the odd firework going off, but nothing too crazy. Lots of answers for that one. Oh, Alison says flaming tar barrels in Lewis, but that's been stopped now. Yeah, they burn all kinds of stuff. I don't know if other places celebrate in the same way that we do. Kind of, I mean, you wouldn't for Guy Fawkes, but is there a bonfire day in other places? I don't know. Bonfire night. John says, did you do the tour without giving it away? I didn't do the tour, no. I did not do the tour. Albert says, that's a glass of liquid bread. I mean, I love bread, but that's not my favorite drink. Not my favorite drink. Marcus says he's liking the level of difficulty tonight. That is good. I'm glad you like the level of difficulty. No bonfire day in the USA. Yeah, you guys seem to have quite a lot of days in the US already, so maybe you don't need a bonfire day. Yeah, only here and best in Sussex and Kent. That sounds good. Bonfire, fireworks even are going off right now. Hudson really doesn't seem to mind. Honestly, just sleeps through it. If you can hear them, then sorry, but it's definitely fireworks. Okay, question number 11 now is, the Titanic was longer in length than one of the Royal Caribbean cruise ships that is still sailing. Which ship is it? So if you want to think about what is the shortest Royal Caribbean cruise ship that's currently still sailing, it's actually like the Titanic is longer than it. That just blows my mind. I spent a lot of time looking into the Titanic and how she compares to the Royal Caribbean cruise fleet. And I have to say, one of the ships is shorter. Who knew? Who knew? Oh yeah, you have July 3rd with lots of bonfires and I guess fireworks and stuff. So you have your own kind of, yeah, link to the start of winter. Makes sense. Marcus says this was tough. Ooh, 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 ooh. Sunny and 70 degrees in Baltimore, enjoying November. That sounds lovely. It's actually been quite nice here today in the UK. It has stopped raining. It's been just kind of crispy cold, which I don't mind. As long as the skies are blue and it's not raining, I really, really don't mind. I think that question has stumped some people. If you kind of think about, generally it's the older ships that are smaller. So just try and think about one of the older ships. I mean, I only know this because I did a lot of research into it. Okay, question 12 now is, what is the largest cruise ship not owned by Royal Caribbean in terms of gross tonnage? So Royal Caribbean have most of the biggest cruise ships in the world, most of them. Got conversations going on about 10 euros for a pint, and I have to say I went to Norway and I bought a pint of cider and it was £12. £12. Oh, normally, yeah, £12 for one pint of cider. Did you enjoy your Chinese last week? I super enjoyed my Chinese last week. Now I'm just sad that I don't have Chinese this week, but yeah, it was really good. I love that. Just with Chinese, I just eat till I'm super full, unlike any other food full. Jeremy says, ouch, £12. Yeah, Norway's incredibly expensive. So I would recommend visiting by cruise ship so that you can make the most out of your time there without spending so much money. Because I mean, even if you just say, I'll have a Coke and a sandwich for every meal, it's still going to cost you so much money. Norway is expensive for drinks, super expensive. It's expensive for everything, souvenirs, food, drink. It's amazing. Oh, fish and chips tonight, that would be so good. So good. Captain's Table MDR says, hi Emma, what are the beaches like in Brighton? They are pebbled beaches. I took my friends Sean and Steph from the US to Brighton and they were amazed by our pebbly beaches. They're pebbles, they're filled with seagulls most of the time, vicious seagulls who really want your chips. But I love the beaches around here. Brighton Beach is really nice. There's the big pier with all of the rides on it. And there's all kinds of stuff. No sand at all. 22 degrees C and sunny in frozen Minnesota. Brighton is pebbly, no sand, yeah. Iceland is more expensive. Yeah, I haven't been to Iceland either. I'd like to go, but it kind of is that price point that definitely puts me off. Sweden is expensive too, yeah. Oh, Billy says, what was that shot you had to drink in your video the other day? It was something called aquavit. Aquavit. It's a spirit. It's just, nah, not amazing. Great, but expensive pier. Yeah. Okay, question number 13 is, according to CLIA, what was the average age of a person on a cruise in 2019? Who knows what it was in 2020? Because not many of us got to go. If you did, you're super lucky. The only Iceland I've been to is a supermarket. Yeah, same here. Same. Bit depressing, but That's 2020. Haven't been anywhere in 2020. Haven't got much use out of my travel insurance, my passport. I upgraded my phone so I could use roaming in different countries. Didn't go anywhere. Okay, I've got some answers to that one. I've seen some correct answers too. That is good. Iceland wasn't 12 quid a pint. That's good. That is good. Okay, question 14 now. Where are the headquarters of Holland America? Holland America. I really would like to go to Iceland. I definitely would. But yeah, there's so many places to go and just can't right now. And yeah, so many places to go, so little time. Oh, I've been to a supermarket in Iceland, bought smoked salmon for lunch as it was much cheaper than a McDonald's. See, that wouldn't suit me very well because I have McDonald's pretty much everywhere I go, all over the world. Of course, there's new passport November 2019 not used. I bought a new pair of work trousers 1 week before we went home, and I probably never wear them again. I'm betting not Holland. Not going to say anything. Not going to say anything. Okay, question 15. The last question now. Marcus says Holland or America, tossing a coin. Yeah. Okay, question number 15 is, which city in Florida has voted to ban cruise ships with more than 1,300 guests from docking in its port? This is new news. This has come out very, very recently. I filmed a YouTube video today that should be coming out on Monday, which talks about this. It talks about test cruises that are supposed to be happening, and generally the way forward for cruises from the US and how that kind of affects the rest of us in the world. There's been a lot of cruise news recently. So this Monday's video is a lot of that stuff. Okay, so we're going to go back through the questions now, and I will let you shout out an answer. I'll put some answers up on the screen, and then fingers crossed, you will do pretty well. Everybody ready to go back? Okay, back to number one, which was, cast your mind back. Number one was, which cruise line attempted to break a world record by launching a 245-day cruise, prices starting at $90,000. $90,000. Okay. Yeah, it's strange 1,300, but that's their number. So which cruise line attempted to break the world record by launching a 245-day cruise? I can't even imagine 245 days. I can't imagine 24 days, to be honest with you. I can't imagine anything over 14. 245. You would know the crew better than any of your family at home by that point, wouldn't you? Crazy, 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 crazy. So the answer is Viking. Yes, it is Viking. And I spent 4 days on a Viking ocean ship. I'm sure you know about it because I talk about it all the time because that was amazing. So good. So the answer is Viking. Yes. Well done to Sean. Yeah, think of all the cruises that 90,000 could buy. Very, very true. I think what I would do is I would do 2 weeks on a ship, stay on land, go on a train, fly somewhere, 2 weeks on a cruise. I would do the entire world in little trips as opposed to one massive one. Libra 95932 says they did not specify 1,300 total or 1,300 passengers. They did. It is 1,300 passenger ships or a total of 1,500 in the place. I will talk about that when we get to that question. So the answer is Viking. Yeah, it works out at $367 per day. Not cheap. That's true. I mean, Viking pretty much includes everything. It is all your drinks with meals, excursions. The ship is amazing. You can drink from the mini bar. The food is so good. There's no specialty restaurants. All the food's included. So if you're somebody who has that much money, if I did, I would do that hands down. But yeah, that's quite far away from me. So it is Viking. Yes, Hudson is not back yet. He's not back. Okay. I want to just stop for a minute and just thank our moderators who are in the chat moderating. If you're someone who's asking the same question over and over again, I either didn't see it or I don't want to answer it. So there's no point asking it 10 times in a row. You will just get muted. And thank you so much to our moderators who are looking after this, because thank you, because I can't read, speak, and do all at the same time. All of our YouTube channel members are moderators on this channel. So thank you to you guys. I appreciate your work. It's just so nice not to have to worry about. Sometimes I used to get strange comments. No more worries. Okay, question number 2 is P&O Cruises have a British part and a part based in which other country? Hudson is not here. He is still outside. I don't know that he's going to join us today, to be honest with you. I don't know. Free drinks, I put them under. It's only free drinks with meals. It's not free drinks with everything all of the time, I think. But even still, I mean, yeah, you can make your money back if you drink a lot. It is Australia. Yeah, well done, Jenny and Sean and Stefan put Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Anita put Australia. Reggie and her man put yay to moderators. Thank you to the moderators. The cat treats won't help when Hudson's not in the house because he won't know. Benedict says Australia. Ginger Joe says Australia. Scott C says Australia. And Michael Ball says Australia. So yes, the answer is Australia. You guys know about your Australian cruise lines. I don't know if I would have known that before I started looking into all this cruise stuff for this channel, because I mean, just Australia feels so far from me right now. I would love to go, really would love to go. Fingers crossed someday, but it feels further away than ever. So question number 3, well done to everybody who got that one. I'm surprised and impressed. Question number 3 is name the 2 countries whose flags are shown here, and here are the 2 flags. I'm not great at flags, to be honest with you. Not great. Michael says the drinks package on a world cruise would be more than my mortgage. Peter says thank you, moderators, whoever you are. We've got quite a few moderators in here now, I think. I appreciate you all. The thing is I will always have somebody in here now, which is so nice. Somebody in here at any time. So yeah, the answer is, my goodness, you're moving so fast. Comments, I can't even click on you. Anita, and everybody's got it. It is, Chris, yep, it is Germany and Russia. Germany and Russia. The Russian flag, I sometimes don't get that one right, but it is Germany and Russia. Did you not do that question earlier? Never done that question before, I don't think. Do I get a half point for Germany? No, I don't normally go into half points, but I think I would be in the same situation. I would get Germany, probably not Russia. So I'm gonna let you have a half point. If you get either, you can have a half point from me. Flags are hard, you know. Flags are hard. I normally get the colors right, but I might get the order wrong or flipped round, something like that. So yeah, Germany and Russia, or if you're like Les and you want to put Russia and Germany, that works perfectly too. Fun with flags, says Dylan. Stefan has been on a Russian cruise ship 16 days. Very nice. Half a point. That's like where I think I would be too. Okay. Question number 4 now is, on which cruise line will you find the deepest swimming pool? The deepest swimming pool, and it is quite a lot deeper than any other swimming pool you'll find on any other cruise line. If you watched the TV show that was on yesterday, you would have seen this swimming pool because it is used for not just swimming, but also for the shows. They do a diving show into this pool. And yep, the answer is Royal Caribbean. Well done to Marcus. Well done to Stefan. Well done to everybody who has put Royal Caribbean. Symphony, yeah, Symphony of the Seas has this very, very deep pool that they use for diving. And that looks amazing. I mean, terrifying, but amazing. Sean says, I'd love to go to Australia too. Only thing is scared of spiders. Yeah, I get that. Mike says the Viking Silver Drinks package costs $14.50 a day, so good value. I mean, that's very good value for a drinks package. It sounds amazing, but if you're going to do it for 200 and something nights, oh, that's going to get expensive. Marcus says, I have that ship as my profile picture. Ooh, Billy says, don't know if you didn't see it, but my question wasn't highlighted. We have a cruise that stops in Key West in August, but after the vote, will they? At the moment, we have no idea what's going to happen. It depends on how big your cruise ship is. If your cruise ship is bigger than the limit that they've said, I think they will just move it. They'll just skip the Key West port. You'll just end up somewhere else. They're also saying that they're going to have a look at environmental things and let in the most environmentally friendly ships. Not a clue, but I would guess that they will just substitute the port with something else. Jackie says, I would pay for the Aqua Show and Royal, best entertainment at sea. I really want to see this. I've never been on such a big cruise ship as Symphony of the Seas or any of the Oasis class ships. So would love to do that. Love, love, love to do that. Jenny's seen it on Harmony and it was amazing. I've never heard anybody say that it's not amazing. So, okay, on to question number 5 now. And this one is me. There is me. So there I am. I think the picture gives away the name. Michelle says, I have a cruise in August, was told it's a go. And cruises in August definitely could be a go. Definitely could be a go. It is the blue nose on Viking. Yes, as you can probably see the blue stuff on my nose there. One of the weirdest things I've ever done on a cruise, but amazing. It's not called the Emma ceremony, Scott. It is called the Blue Nose ceremony. Well done to John and Reggie and her man and everybody who got that. Nose shaving ritual. You know, I did wonder what that cream was, but I think they have to make it edible in case people eat it. It felt like whipped cream that they're just dyed blue, which it could be. But yeah, shaving cream, anything like that, that would work. Is blue nose like Bluetooth? No, nothing like that. Michael says blue nose ceremony. Yeah, so lots of you guys have got this. If you do want to see me do that, do not see any blue stuff, says Stefan. Well, that's the bluest stuff I've ever seen. I look very happy with myself there, considering how freezing it was. We were in the Arctic Circle. I mean, come on. Reggie and her man says, you were so brave. Thank you. I'm glad I did it. I have to be honest, if it was just me, probably wouldn't have done it. It was just because I was with my friends, a little bit of peer pressure. Everyone else did it. And I thought, you know, I have to do this. I'm so glad I did it. But it was so cold. They say that they have this big stick with like a hook on the end in case you get stuck because your muscles just can't lift you out or something goes wrong. And when you hear that, you think like, yeah. But when you get in, you can't breathe. Your muscles like, oh goodness, can't even describe it. It was so cold. What was the temperature outside at that point? I have no idea. Pretty cold. I mean, most of the cruise we were wearing coats and jumpers and stuff, so it's probably like 10 Celsius, less than that. Not freezing outside, but I mean, to be stood there in a swimming costume, that was too cold, too cold. Did Ben and David do it too? Yeah, I did it with Ben and David. They were on that cruise with me. It was super cool. You were so brave. Thank you. Thank you. It was a fun vid. Yes, this is one of my YouTube shorts I've tried on my channel. I think it's a good thing to show in 60 seconds because no one really wants to watch it in real time because it's just me shivering. Just me shivering. Okay, let's move on to question 6 now, which is how many pools does the Sapphire Princess have? 1, 3, or 5? 1, 3, or 5? Have you ever done a polar plunge? Never, ever, ever. But I will give it a go. I think I'll give anything a go once. 7 says, I didn't do it on any of my 6 cruises over the Arctic Circle. I don't know. I don't know. It was just happening on the cruise I was on. And I thought, why not? You only live once. Do it. And it was so much fun. It was really kind because we did that as part of a cruise. I was only on part of the Viking cruise. And they'd already done it when they went into the Arctic Circle with the rest of the passengers. And they put on another ceremony just for us who had joined partway through, which was so nice. The answer to that one is, John's got it right. It is 5 pools, yes. And Ginger Joe and Jenny, Scott C. It is 5. 5 pools. How incredible is that? This is one of my main reasons why I love Princess. Why I love Princess and their cruise ships because they have so many swimming pools. Viking also has quite a lot of swimming pools. They have one main pool with a roof that goes actually on and off. I don't know about you, but I've been on a lot of cruise ships where it has that outside roof, and I've never seen it work. Whereas on Viking, I would do my ship tour and I'd say, all right, guys, now we're going outside to the pool. And it would be inside today because the weather was bad. It was really, really cool, but nice new ship, and it still worked. And they also had this amazing affinity pool at the back where it's just glass. It was so good. But yeah, Sapphire Princess has 5 swimming pools, which I think is amazing. I'm not sure how many hot tubs. I think I can think of 2, 4, 6, at least 6. More than that, maybe. But 5, I think 5 is so good. Do you speak any foreign languages? No, I don't. I only speak English, and I think that in England we're very lazy with foreign languages. I wish that we learned them, but I did 2 years of French at school and then I dropped it because it was difficult. We really don't speak foreign languages. In England, it's just mostly English. Other people speak other languages, but we're not really taught it in the same way. I wish we were. It makes me feel very, I don't know, lazy for not learning other languages. Santa says, last September on MSC Seaside, the retractable pool still worked. They had it on for a day and it was too humid in there. I've never seen it work on any other cruise ship other than this Viking cruise ship, and it was really good. It was really, really nice. It genuinely was used when it was useful. I suppose because we were cruising in the Arctic, it made sense for them to sometimes put the lid on. But yeah, it was really, really good. Patrick says, I'm glad you dropped French. I don't recommend it. Patrick speaks French. That's why he is so allowed to say that, I think. Okay, so the answer is 5 to question 6. On to question 7 now, which is what color are the lifeboats on Disney cruise ships? Michael says you speak American pretty well. I honestly think sometimes this should be classed as a different language because I've had to learn so much to translate some of the things that I say for people who are American. I love Americans. A lot of you guys are Americans, but some things just don't translate that great. And I've spent a lot of time learning how to speak American, which is good. It is good. The answer is, I see some answers, but I'm waiting for a right answer. Mike says the Viking Infinity Pool is great. It is so good, unbelievably good. Right by the buffet too. And that buffet, amazing. The cookies in there, the sugar cookies, Everyone's trying to think now. It is not blue. It is not red. It is not orange. It is yellow. Yes. Peter says, have I been muted? No, I can see you, Peter. I can see you right there. If you've been muted, it tells you that you have been muted. So it is yellow. Yes, yellow. Dylan says yellow. Disney had to go to court to get that approved. I understand that they have to have standards for lifeboats because it's quite important, but yeah, yellow is quite a bright color. Quite a bright color. Well done to Scots. They are not black. I don't think they would be allowed black lifeboats because they would just blend into the sea. So you wouldn't be able to see them. But yeah, Ginger Joe got it right. It is yellow. And Christopher put Mickey shoe yellow. Yeah, Mickey shoe yellow. Okay, on now, what question are we on? We were on 7, so the answer is yellow. And question number 8 is next, and it is Amber Cove is the cruise terminal for which country? Anita says, I knew it was yellow, but my cat was pinning my arms down. I sympathize. I sympathize. Santa says, no other buffet has a veranda with an infinity pool. Yes, my goodness. Billy says, have to go. Great day. Peeps. Great show, Emma. Thank you, Billy. Thanks for joining us. Hello to George. Hey, Emma. Oh, Marcus. Oh, I'm going to wait. Yep, Chris has got it. It is the Dominican Republic. Not sure if you can hear Hudson's automatic feeder going off, but it is his dinner time. On the plus side, that may draw a Hudson to us, but you might just have to wait until it goes away. So the answer is the Dominican Republic. Well done to Christopher, who's got that, and to Michael, Dominican Republic. I have not been there yet. Hopefully I'll be there soon. Just wait and see now if Hudson comes down for his dinner. Normally I hear his little feet go like, I think he's outside though. I don't think he's upstairs. Oh, I don't know. Okay, hey to James, thanks for joining us. On now to question number 9, which is Region 7 Seas are owned by which company? Yeah, Hudson has an automatic feeder, Emily, because he is chunky monkey. He's a chunky monkey, and I wanted something where I just leave this and it measures his food, and he should not be the weight that he is based on the food that comes out of that machine, but he's been going and eating from neighbors. Lou says, is Hudson still trying to eat from the top? Yeah, well, yes. So the thing is he doesn't know how to open his automatic feeder, but when we feed it and leave the lid off, obviously he's smart and he will just eat from the top. But yeah, it's good. It's really, really good. So he's happy with it, although he does wish it would give him more food. But he needs to lose weight. I took him to the vet, and they give you this graph, and it plots the cat's weight on it versus their, age and stuff. And he's on the top line of the graph. If he puts on 1 more gram, he will not be on the graph anymore. And I don't want him to get to the point where he's so fat he has any problems. Right now he's fine, but I was about to suggest he's dining out with the neighbors, plural. Yeah, I think he probably is. I definitely know one neighbor who sent me messages saying Hudson's in our house. But apart from that, I don't know of any others, but I wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't be surprised. It is Norwegian. Yeah, it is Norwegian Cruise Line. The answer to that one. It's Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings is the company that owns Norwegian Cruise Line, but Norwegian Cruise Line is the answer. So well done to Reggie and her man. And everybody. Emily says, my friend's cat is 35 pounds and he's a big boy. We measure Hudson in kilograms, and I can't translate kilograms to pounds in my head. But yeah, Hudson's chunky. He's happy though. He's healthy. He's completely fine. You took him to the vet recently. Like, everything about him is good. But yeah. Okay, on now to question 10. Question 10. When visiting Dublin, it is traditional to have a pint of which drink? Here I am with a half pint of that drink. A half pint. I'm on a tour here. You can see my sticker. I was on a Princess cruise. I think I'm wearing the same t-shirt as I am right now. Maybe. I genuinely think I might be wearing the same t-shirt. Right, look at the picture. Look at the t-shirt. And then have a look at my t-shirt. Is this the same t-shirt? I either have the same t-shirt on or I have the exact same style and nothing has changed. That was a couple of years ago. 15 kilograms. Oh my goodness, Hudson is 7 kilograms and that is the top of the vet's chart. 15. Goodness. Wow. It is Guinness. Yes. Well done to everybody who put Guinness. Well done. Well done. Well done. You've all put Guinness. Well done, John. Well done, Emily. Well done, everybody who put Guinness. Emily, I thought you were at work, so I hope you're not getting in trouble by listening to our live stream. Guinness, don't rub it in. I was supposed to be in Dublin in late August. Sorry, Jackie. I really like Dublin. Not a massive fan of Guinness, though. To be fair, it really wasn't that bad. It really wasn't that bad, and you have to do it. It is a stout beer, yes. Not a big fan of beer. Not a big fan of stout beer. Not a big fan of Guinness. But yeah, it's nice. It's nice. Anything for the life. Yeah. Well, it tastes like dissolved charcoal. I wouldn't go that far. It didn't taste as dark as I think it should taste based on its look. But I don't think I'm ever going to go and order a Guinness. Probably never. But it was fine. I prefer a cup of tea. Okay. Question number 11 is the Titanic was longer in length than one Royal Caribbean cruise ship that is currently sailing. Which ship is it? Guinness tastes better in Dublin. See, everyone tells me that, but I've only had it in Dublin. So that's where I started, and I think it's better if I just don't do it again. Put a dash of blackcurrant in it. Yeah, people like to have blackcurrant flavor in Guinness. I prefer to just have blackcurrant squash, to be honest with you. I know it's not a very grown-up drink. Christopher has got the answer here, and he's got it straight away. It is Empress of the Seas. Yeah, Empress of the Seas. Who knew? I actually have a graph for you here, which I made. Let's just move the comments out of the way. Oh, and then there's just another comment underneath it. There we go. There we go. So that is the length of all of the cruise ships of Royal Caribbean in order. So I spent quite a lot of my time looking at the lengths, looking at the gross tonnage, looking at the widths, and putting it together in all of these graphs. If you ever have wondered about anything to do with Titanic and modern day cruise ships, it is on emmacruises.com. If you search for Titanic on there, you'll find it. You'll find it. Emily says, can't believe Ben and David are on a yacht. Jelly. Yeah, me too. I tried to book 2 days in a Premier Inn at the seaside and it got cancelled due to lockdown too. Very far from a yacht, but I'm quite happy here. I feel very snuggly with the blanket and the cup of tea and stuff talking to you guys, so very happy. ARC Adventure says, we videoed Empress of the Seas sail away last August. Very small ship. I've never seen Empress of the Seas, I don't think. Jackie says, I was on her my first cruise in 1971, thought she was scrapped. I don't think she's been scrapped. I think she's still going. I think she might have gone away or come back or something. Jenny says, where is Anthem? Yeah, not every ship is on this diagram. I think I missed the entire class of fleets for Anthem because, I mean, look, how many ships they have. I can't fit them all on there. Yeah, I missed all of that one. It's all in the actual blog post. Don't go by this picture, but Anthem is definitely longer than Titanic. Definitely. Paul says it tastes like cold coffee. Yeah, it kind of Guinness kind of does. He says he did a geography field trip there in 1979. We could drink as much Guinness as we wanted for free. For me, that would be the half pint, and that would be about it. That would be about it. Okay. Majesty of the Seas is 2 foot shorter. I'm not talking about height. I'm talking about the lengthways. I took a lot of time to look at all of these measurements. Okay, so question number 12 now is, what is the largest cruise ship not owned by Royal Caribbean? Gross tonnage. Thought I should clarify gross tonnage there. So physical size. What is the largest cruise ship that's not owned by Royal Caribbean? Sean says, Guinness is the only alcoholic drink I actually really enjoy. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, Empress went to Pullmantur, but then it came back. So yeah, Sean is sharing my Patreon link. Thank you, Sean. Sean has the power to share links because he is a moderator of this channel. Thank you, Sean. I haven't seen the correct answer yet. I have not seen it yet. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait it out. Anybody know the answer to the largest cruise ship not owned by Royal Caribbean? It is not MSC. It is not Norwegian. Nope. It is not P&O's Iona. Nope, 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 nope. It is a Costa ship. Costa cruise ship. It is Smeralda. Yeah, well done to my mom. It is Costa Smeralda, the ship that sounds like a terrible infectious disease. But I would love to be on that ship. Costa Smeralda. Who knew? That ship looks amazing. It looks so cool. So I have cruised with Costa once. It was great. It was cheap and cheerful, and definitely cheap and cheerful, but it was cheap. And I'd love to cruise on Smeralda. Yeah, well done, Sana. Well done, Marcus. Smeralda. Who knew? I'm sure that's such a pretty word, but in English, I don't know. I just think it sounds a bit. Well done, Michael. Okay, question number 13 now. It is, according to CLIA, what was the average age of a person on a cruise in 2019? Emily loves my mum. That's good. James says, I was going to put that, but I couldn't click the type button. That's okay, James. You know that you got it and you got it right. You know. The answer, yes, Scott has got it straight away. It's 47. I think it's 46.7 or something, but rounded up to an entire number, it is 47. No one counts their age in points of a year, do they? So it is 47. Honestly, it has moved down recently, but I probably would have guessed a little bit higher than that. Tristan says, we'll be on Smeralda in April. It's named after a region and means emerald. See, that sounds lovely, doesn't it? I think you'd probably agree with me though, Tristan, that it does sound like a disease. I don't know if I have ever met anyone who's had so many cruises cancelled and rescheduled as this guy, but the positive attitude coming out there makes me very, very happy. Only spot on answers get a point here. Yeah, honestly, for that one, you're only getting an answer if you put 47, because a lot of these have been very, very easy. So I think we'll have one that's a bit more tricky. Sorry, Marcus. Sorry, Marcus. It does sound like a disease. Thank you. Yeah, I think it does. I'd love to cruise on there, though, so much. So question 14 now is, where are the headquarters of Holland America? MSC just cancelled February next year. Yeah, rubbish. A lot of cruise lines are cancelling into next year. Over in the US, they're going to be doing a lot of test cruises soon, and then going on to real passenger cruises, hopefully at the start of next year. But even still, a lot of cruise lines are cancelling, especially in Australia. Some have even cancelled up until May in Australia, which is crazy. It is Seattle, Washington, USA. Well done, Christopher, who put every bit of information we could look for. It is Seattle. Yes, well done, Jackie. Aurora. Yeah, Seattle. Jeremy, well done. Well done, well done, well done. Well done, Michael. Yeah, I wouldn't know that one. I don't think, to be honest with you. I don't know where I would have guessed. I wouldn't. I don't know. Holland seems like the right answer, doesn't it? But it's definitely not. Okay, so we've got one more question, nearly done. The last one is, which city in Florida has voted to ban cruise ships with more than 1,300 guests from docking in its port? This is very new news. I'm talking about it a little bit on Monday's YouTube video, trying to spread out my videos a bit so that we have a Monday proper video, a Friday live stream, a YouTube short in there too, just so I can share something I've done or something I want to share. How do we volunteer to be on a test cruise? You can't really at the minute. It's going to be crew members and travel agents and stuff like that. It is Key West. So yeah, it's a very interesting one that they've decided to not allow cruise ships with over 1,300. I'm not sure if cruise lines are going to look at that and just be like, oh, well, you don't want cruise ships then, so we'll just go somewhere else. Because 1,300 is actually pretty small when you look at modern cruise ships. Strange. I have been to Key West. I have been. Very cool, but not on a cruise. How many answers did your mum get correct? Says Mike. Mum, how many answers did you get? David says, oh dear, I forgot to watch. We'll watch on catch up. Yeah, all of these are available for catch up forever. For as long as YouTube will give me the space to host this video, these videos will be available on catch up. 4.5 points. I've embarrassed myself, says Julie. Julie, I'm just put your embarrassment on the screen. Hope that doesn't make it worse. I would be not too embarrassed with that, to be honest with you. I like how you got the half point though. That's pretty good. 6.5 today, 7.5. My mum says about 3, 4.5 today. So we've got quite a lot of lower marks today. Not necessarily a bad thing. We're not here for the marks. I'm not scoring you. I just hope that you've had a good hour. I really like this just to chill out and kind of wind down the week. So I hope you like it too. We're going to be back here same time, same place next week. And we're going to have Sherry from Cruise Tips TV here, which I'm really excited about. I've watched Sherry's videos since way before I ever considered putting anything on YouTube myself. She is a cruising queen, and I'm really excited to talk to her. So if you have any questions for Sherry, then bring them to the live next week. I'll be here too, and I'll be answering stuff. Same time, same place. We've been doing this since March. Hopefully you guys know when this is now. Lou says, fun. Thank you for joining me today. I think that's nearly it. Yeah, honestly, I'm not too sure about the Key West thing, but I do talk more about it on Monday's YouTube video. So fingers crossed, it'll be a new YouTube video on Mondays, a YouTube short at some point, trivia on Fridays, and all the other stuff that I do every week. Sandra says, Sherry's awesome. She really is awesome. It'll be a good chat. Yeah, it will. If there's any kind of cruise bloggers or YouTubers you want me to get on here, let me know, and I will try and fit into their schedule. I'm amazed Sherry has the time. She's a very, very busy woman, but very, very happy. I feel very privileged to have her on here. So next week should be good. Seven says, was fun. Thanks, Emma. Thank you. Thanks for joining us. Best quiz, Emma, as usual, says Sean. Thank you, Sean. Sunny Travel says, don't keep score. It's good for my confidence. Yeah, I kind of do the same thing. David says he drove all the way down to Key West once. I did with my parents. I didn't drive. I've never driven in America, and that scares me a lot. Sana says, thanks for the quiz. Glad I finally made it. Not on shift. Yes, Sana, you are always at work. You are a superhuman, and appreciate you. Okay, so I'm going to let you guys go now. Thank you so much for joining me. Same time, same place. Next week, we'll be chatting to Sherry. Head to my channel if you haven't seen the YouTube short I made. It would be cool if you would watch it. It's all about the blue nose ceremony, and it's 60 seconds long. So check that out, and I'll speak to you next week. Bye, everybody.